Alright guys, so this week for the fruit of the Spirit, we have faithfulness. And so I have a Bible verse that I wanted to read to you, and it is from 2 Thessalonians, and it is chapter 3, verse 3, and it says, "But the Lord is faithful, and he will strengthen you and protect you from the evil one." So we can't see God, and sometimes it's a little hard to have faith in stuff you can't see, but that's what we're supposed to do. We can't see God, but we have to have faith that he's always there for us. And he shows us that he's there through many different things that he does. So, for example, of things that we have faith in that aren't God, we have faith that the microwave is going to warm up our meals when we want them, or make popcorn when we want it. And we have faith that the air conditioning is going to work in our house on hot summer days. And we have faith in a bunch of different things. But we also should have faith in God. And we show that we have faith in God through praying to him and talking to him every day. And by looking out for God moments. There's a bunch of different things that we can thank God for. After we have thunderstorms or a rainstorm, there's sometimes a rainbow, and that shows us that God's always there. Or if we're having a bad day and we see a really pretty butterfly or a really pretty flower when we're outside, those are things that remind us that God is always there, because God creates the rainbows, the flowers, butterflies, all of those things he created, and he uses to show us how much he is there for us and to remind us to be faithful in him. So for our craft today, we're going to make butterflies, because there's something that's really pretty and it reminds us of the beauty that God has put into the world. So for this craft, you're going to need a piece of white paper, and you're going to need a spoon or a popsicle stick, just something you can press really hard with. And you're going to need a black crayon, and then either other colored crayons or watercolors, either one. And so you're also going to need scissors. So I'm going to go grab those, and I'll be back. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do with your white piece of paper is fold it in half, hamburger style. So it looks like this. So you're going to fold it in half, and then you're going to make sure that you know where the crease side is, so the middle of the paper here. And then you're going to take your black crayon, and you are going to draw half of a butterfly. So you're going to draw the butterfly's body here, just half of the body. And then you're going to draw the wings. And then you can draw a little antenna up here. And then you can do whatever design you want on the wing of the butterfly. So I'm going to draw my design, and I'll let you know what it looks like. Alright, so I drew my design on my butterfly, and you want to make sure you pressed really hard with the black crayon so that it's really dark. So I'm going to go over my lines and make sure I did that, and then I'll let you know what to do. So part of the beauty of butterflies is that they're symmetrical. That's how God made them to be. He wanted them to be perfectly symmetrical. So that's why we only drew half of a butterfly. So what you're going to do now is open up the paper, and you're going to fold it so that the crayon side is inside of the fold. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a popsicle stick or a spoon or anything hard like that. I have a ruler actually, and you're just going to press as hard as you can. But you want to make sure that when you fold it over, this is the side that my drawing's on here. This side, you're going to make sure that the side with your drawing is on top, so that you're pushing the crayon down. And it should transfer some of the crayon onto the other side of the paper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Alright, so I don't know how well you can see it on the camera here, but it transferred over, and it's not very dark. So then what you're going to do is trace over the lines you can kind of see on here with the black crayon on this side. But if you trace over the lines, you should have a perfectly symmetrical butterfly. So now what you can do, you traced it all, you can cut it out, and then you can either use watercolors or crayons to decorate your butterfly, but make sure that you make it symmetrical. So it's the same on both sides because butterflies are symmetrical. And if you use watercolors, you can paint all over it, and the crayon should repel the watercolor, so that just means it'll not make it go over the crayon. We did that for one of our other crafts. So I'm going to cut mine out and go ahead and paint it. And make sure when you paint it, you put something underneath it so you don't make a mess in your house. Alright, so I finished painting. I'm holding it up on the paper that I painted on top of because it's still kind of wet. So there's my butterfly. Can't really see it because of the light. But yeah, this butterfly can remind us that God is always there and faithful, and even though we can't physically see him, we can see his creation. And you can do the same type of thing with a rainbow or anything else, a flower even, where you draw half of it, flip it over, transfer the crayon, and watercolor. So you can do as many of these as you want with whatever you want. And hopefully these will remind you that God is always there and faithful, even though you can't physically see him. So I'll see you all next week. Bye.